If there's anything good to come out of this, you have a lot of season left. I mean, a lot of time to improve. It's not like the last month or 2 months of the year where you're looking at.
Yeah, I like that outlook. I don't like the outlook I see when I look out on the ice right now.
PK was solid tonight.
Yeah, PK is fine. Power play found another goal. One shot in the third period. I'm not a math guy, but I don't think that's very good.
Coach Kevin O'Neill, being from Latham and kind of having this home connection, what have you seen? You obviously gave him the A early in the season. What have you seen from him since being here?
Best 200-foot centerman we've seen in the league this year.
Will he be wearing the A for the rest of the year with Smith being gone?
No.
And then, obviously not the result you want, but the Teddy Bear toss, a very important night, especially with it being dedicated to Joe. Just the turnout and all the Bears you saw on the ice, how big that is for this community, and especially a huge person like Joe.
Yeah, that's why it makes me so upset, and it's ripping my heart out of my chest to see the type of effort that we display. It's disappointing. We have to realize that we are playing for something other than ourselves. We always are. Tonight was a special night. I'm glad we at least got one. So we can donate all these gifts to people in need, but it's just the energy's not there, and I get it. We've lost a lot of guys this year that are important during the year. We got a lot of new guys, but we're not asking these guys to sauce pucks backdoor and tap them into goals. We're just asking them to work hard, and some of them do, and we got enough that don't. And that's enough to kind of make it more challenging than it needs to be.
So are more changes in the offing if you can find people?
What do you think?
I mean, at this point in the season, where do you find guys? I mean,
Wherever we can, we'll find guys that want to play like number 23, hardest working guy on the ice. Because that's what it's going to take. It's going to be a similar season to the first year of us here, where we're going to find the guys that are willing to do the right things. And if you're not, no matter what contract you have, you're not playing hockey for us. You're just not.
What are your thoughts on the first two starts for Fessenden this year?
I think he's been great. I think maybe he wanted one of those back, but he looks confident in the net on top of the crease. And it's certainly not his fault that we didn't win tonight.
It's got to be nice for him at least last week, first start of the year after being the third all year and to have a game like that. And tonight, another solid game from him.
Yeah, he's what it's all about. I mean, the guy didn't know if he's going to play hockey this year. And then he's practicing, battling harder than most of the guys on our team, not even knowing if he's going to get in. So it's a testament to his work ethic and his character, the type of person that he is, and he's going to earn himself some more starts.
A lot of injuries on this team. Anybody close to coming back?
Yeah, Friedman should be back this week. Other than that, maybe Brand, but probably not. So
You talked about the turnover and setting guys up and signing a bunch of new guys. How big was it, though, to get 4 guys come down in Wet and Philman and Vandalist and have them, guys who started here at least come back and maybe get their feet underneath them and play with this group a little longer?
yeah, I mean, I didn't think. I'm trying to think of who played well this weekend consistently, shift over shift, and I don't. Kevin O'Neill comes to mind. The decor played well last night. But yeah, we need more from, especially guys that understand how we're trying to play.
do you feel it's a lack of hustle or just not being in the right places, structurally?
I think it's a lack of hustle to not get to the right places structurally before they do. That's my whole thing with hockey. It doesn't matter what they do if we're getting there first. Then they have to adjust to us. And we're not doing a good enough job talking to the puck carrier and demanding the puck and letting them know that here are your options and we want it. It just seems like we're trying to work hard, but trying to work hard isn't working hard, right? You have to trust the process and the structure that we have in place and get there first. Get your ice first.
Sam Ruffin first, Pointon's coming over from Indy.
Yeah, we didn't play well this weekend, so it's hard to get a real good gauge on what type of player he's going to be. But
What have you liked about Grant Leuven? You talked about 23.
everything. Lunch pail. Works hard every single shift. Plays on the D side every shift. Finishes all of his hits. Doesn't turn the puck over. Wins faceoffs. Just a pro hockey player.
How big is it for you to find a guy like that?
it's huge. But now we got to find some more. It seems like.
How do you guys? What's the message going into next weekend against Reading?
That we have a long season left, and you got to stay with it. But you build your confidence through your habits daily. You don't just show up if not going well and think it's all of a sudden the light switch goes on. It's a daily habits thing. What are you doing in your off time to make sure that your brain knows that you've prepared as well as you can, and then you can be okay with your effort at the end of the day. So it's going to be all of our off-ice habits and our practice habits, because like we said at the beginning, we do have a long time left, but these guys need to know that the level of urgency needs to rise.
Are you guys expected to get less back?
I don't know. I hope not, because he deserves to be in the American League. So obviously we love Lesser here, but I want guys to get new opportunities. So if he's back, we'll gladly take him. But if he's up, he deserves that opportunity for sure.
Thoughts on Bertuzzi this weekend?
Same as everybody else. Just need more. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. The Teddy Bertos goal. I asked this to Grasso last year. Is that the first time you've done something like that, or did it happen in juniors as well? Guys, kind of walk me through.
Yeah, that's the first one I scored for sure. Been lucky enough to be part of a bunch of them, whether it's, unfortunately on the road against home teams doing it. But yeah, that was definitely a cool moment, one I'll remember forever. So wish we could have got a win with it, but yeah.
Is that something you guys kind of talk about in the locker room? You want to be that guy to score that goal?
Yeah, I think everybody does. I'd be lying if I said like when you're little you don't dream of stuff like that. But when we're struggling like this, obviously, you're cheering for anyone to score it and anything to help the team win.
You talk about, or Coach Mack talked about, showing up every day and the results will come with a long season ahead. What do you think this group needs to do to get those results moving forward?
Yeah, I think it's unfortunately you want to win every game, but unfortunately that's not the nature of the game, and that's why hockey is as hard as it is. We either got to win or learn, and when we do lose, make sure we're not just turning the page right away. We got to learn from it, and we got a pretty young group, so there's going to be a feeling out and a learning process, but at the same time, we're 20 games in, and we want to start turning that curve. So.
Feels like in the Coast and both the A, it's a lot of turnover, mid-season. You get a lot of guys come in, you lose a lot of guys either going up or coming down. How big was it for a few of those guys to come back this week with Wendt and Philman and Vandy as well, to have them back here?
Yeah, it's awesome. Obviously, we love having them down here. That's the best part, and the worst part about this league is, you'll see one week there's so many guys, and the next week, you're scraping together to put a team on the ice. So, yeah, it's obviously great to have them. Obviously, they're all exceptional players and great leaders. So yeah, we love having them, and hopefully we can get some wins here going forward.
Any thoughts on wearing the A this weekend?
Yeah, definitely a coul moment. I got to do a little bit last year, but whether or not I have it on, I'm always going to act the same and be the same person. So yeah, it's nice to wear, but at the same time, I'm always going to be the same person I am. But yeah, definitely an honor.
How do you guys bounce back with the home and home next weekend against Reading?
Yeah, like I said, I think you gotta win or learn. We just gotta learn from the little mistakes we made. Unfortunately, I felt like we controlled a good part of that game and made a couple mental lapses, and it ended up in the back of our net, unfortunately. So, just learning that we can't turn off, even if it is 2, 3, 4 shifts. Unfortunately, it stings a little bit to not win either game this weekend, but we'll turn the page Monday, we'll learn and fix what we have to fix and get right back on the horse.
You have played this whole season with Kevin O'Neill, who also wears the A. It's his first year here, and he comes in and gets the A. What have you seen from him as a teammate and also on the ice?
Yeah, luckily I got to play with Kev at college for his grad year, my senior year, and just the work ethic he brings every day. He wants it so bad, he wants to succeed, and he drags guys into the fight. He's one of those guys that maybe he's not scoring every game, or sometimes he is scoring every game, but he's going to drag you into the fight. He's going to do whatever he can, and yeah, he's definitely one of our leaders.
Go ahead, Omar.
So obviously a tough weekend. How do you guys bounce back from this?
Yeah, definitely tough. I mean, it hurts right now for sure. Nothing we can do to change it, and it's a long year, so gonna get back to work this week and keep going. That's all we can do.
You're leading the team right now at 19 points. Obviously, the loss of Smith is huge. How do you guys kind of, you guys can't replace that, but how do you, new guys filling in? What's been guys coming in and out the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, it's been different. I mean, he's a huge part of our team, big part of our locker room. We're going to miss him, but we understand. I mean, everybody's got to do what's best for them, so we got to have guys step up, myself included, and yeah, we got to fill a big void.
Any thoughts on just the teddy bear toss tonight and what the game meant, to the team and the community?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, wish we could have got a win for all the fans, but it's definitely cool to see the support, and we appreciate it. And it was a pretty cool night honoring everybody.
Thanks a lot.